Shah is questioning Meredith Marks for hiring a private investigator. On Sunday night's episode of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, the ladies gathered together for a trip to Zion, which had been organized by each of their spouses as a Mother's Day surprise. After a bumpy start to the trip, which saw Jen get into a heated and physical altercation with Lisa Barlow, the group also experienced some setbacks at a spiritual healing ceremony organized by Whitney Rose. Following the ceremony, the ladies arrived back at their villa, where Whitney said during dinner that she wanted the group to come forward with resentments, grudges, and things that we're holding on to with each other. As she and the other ladies began to bring up issues they had with one another, Meredith became overwhelmed and ended up leaving the table, before she was convinced by Mary Cosby to come back. As the ladies were rejoined with one another, Jen saw an opportunity to question Meredith about issues that she has with her. "Well, since we're all being honest right now, I would like to know, Meredith, why you hired a private investigator to research about me," she asked. In response, Meredith fired back, "I never hired a private investigator to investigate you. I hired a private investigator to investigate why my family was receiving threats." Noting that she submitted every single one you to be investigated, Meredith then pointed to Jen and added, "Not you. So let's clarify that." After hearing what Meredith said, Jen turned to Jenny Wynn and questioned her about why she had said that Meredith hired a private investigator to look into her. As Jenny and Jen went back and forth, Jenny said in her confessional that she was mad at Jen for bringing up the private investigator. "It's so upsetting to me because I told her the truth, and yet she turned it on me, which is unbelievable," Jenny said. Whitney then asked Meredith for clarification on why the private investigator was hired, to which Meredith said it was due to threats against her family. But, when Jen came under the assumption that the group believed her to be the culprit of the threats, Meredith replied, "I didn't say that, but the investigator did say with 90% certainty he thought it was you." Jen, shocked by that response, questioned Meredith, before the jewelry designer said, "You've been awful to my family, just be honest." Jen then fired back and called out Meredith's son, Brooks Marks. "He said he saw my vagina," Jen exclaimed, which Meredith denied. Jen then rose from her seat at the table and began yelling at Meredith, hinting that she knows something that Meredith doesn't want to get out. "Do you want to know what you've done? You don't want me to tell everyone, right?" she asked. Jen then signaled to Meredith that if she had any involvement in her prior arrest there would be trouble. Meredith, however, said she had no involvement, as she removed herself from the scene. "Jen, I would never do that. I'm not revolting like you," she responded. The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City airs Sundays at 9 p.m. ET on Bravo.